Hello, good morning, all students. So, let's start for the next lecture. So, up till now, what we have seen, according to the definition of an IoT, it is the way to interconnection with the help of the internet devices that can be embedded to implement the functionality in everyday objects by enabling them to send and receive the data. Today, data is everything and everywhere. Hence, IoT can also be defined as a analysis of data generate meaning action triggered subsequentially after a interchange of data. Getting IoT can be used to build an application for agriculture, asset tracking, energy sector, safety, security sector, defense, embedded applications, education, waste management, healthcare, uh, smart city application, etc. Okay, so here we are in unit 1, that is introduction to the internet of things, and we have to see under this unit here today a characteristic of IoTs, physical design of IoT, logical design of IoT, some IoT protocol we are going to see. Okay, so this much we are going to see in today's lecture. On screen, definition of IoT. This is the another kind of definition. Student, you have to make your own definition by reading all the material. A dynamic global network infrastructure with self configuring capabilities. Self configuring means this is one of the very good characteristic of the internet of thing, that is self configuring. Okay, so based on standard and interoperable communication protocol where physical and virtual things have identities, physical attributes, virtual responsibilities, and a use of intelligent interfaces and a seamlessly integrated protocol. Okay, so this is the basic definition of IoT, and you can see here these are the characteristic of IoT. Hmm? First is the first is what? Dynamic and self-adapting, as we have just discussed. Okay, first let me tell you that the main goal of IoT is to configure, control a network devices or things to internet which are traditionally not associated with the internet. Okay, so this is the main goal of an IoT. Let me tell you once again, the main goal of IoT is to configure, control and network devices or things to the internet which are traditionally not associated with the internet. Getting? IoT is the dynamic global network, dear students. IoT is the dynamic global network infrastructure of physical and virtual objects having unique identities and which are embedded with software, sensors, actuators, electronic and network connectivity to facilitate intelligent applications by collecting and interchanging data. So the first one is dynamic and self-adapting. IoT devices can dynamically adapt with the sensed environment, their operating conditions and user context and take actions accordingly. Okay, whatever the dynamic and self-adapting structure is sensing the environment, as per that it is behaving. Okay, next one is the self configuring, as you know very well the meaning of self configured, but IoT devices can be able to upgrade the software with minimal intervention of user. Intervention matlab interference of user whenever they are connected to the internet. They can also set up the network. New devices can easily by adding to the existing network. Whenever there will be a free Wi-Fi access, one of the devices can be connected automatically easily. Send for configuring means if your laptop is suppose in turn on situation, so your laptop can adapt a Wi-Fi network automatically to it. Okay. So next is the interoperable communication. Interoperable communication allows different devices, means different in architecture. Okay, different devices means it allows different devices to communicate with each other as well as with the different network. For example, your MI phone is able to control a smart AC and the smart TV of the different manufacturer. Yes. So, next is the unique identity. The devices which are connected to the internet have a unique identities, IP address through which they can be identified throughout the network. Or you can say unique identities means the IoT devices have an intelligent interfaces which allows communicating with the users. It also allows the user to query the devices, monitor their status, control them remotely in association with their infrastructure. Yes. Next is the integrated into a framework network. This is the next characteristic of an IoT. IoT devices are connected to the network to share some information with other connected devices. The devices will be visible throughout the network. Okay. Due to these things, the network is also called as information network. IoT devices become smarter due to the collective intelligence of the individual devices. Okay, so these are what all about the characteristic of an IoT. Other than this, there are many more characteristic of an IoT you can find on the net, like connectivity. Connectivity is very important IoT infrastructure. Second is the intelligence and identity. Extraction is the knowledge from generated, means extraction कर सकते हैं, it is very intelligent. Okay, the scalability is another one characteristic. Next one will be the dynamic and self-adapting, as we have seen here. Then its architecture is one of the characteristic of an IoT. Safety is another characteristic of the IoT. Okay, so let's move to the next point of our lecture. I hope you understood the characteristic up till now. Okay, the physical design of an IoT. Okay, so the things in IoT usually refers to IoT devices which have a unique identities and can perform remote sensing and actuating and monitoring its capabilities. Okay, IoT devices can IoT devices can means IoT devices has an capability to do what? First, exchange data with other connected devices and application directly or indirectly. Second, to collect the data from other devices and process the data logically. Third, send the data to centralized server or cloud-based application backends for processing the data. And fourth one is to perform some task locally and other task within the IoT infrastructure based on the temporal or space constraint. Okay, fine. As we have just seen the physical design of an IoT, there is a logical design of an IoT also. So logical design of an IoT refers an abstract representation of an entity, the processes without going into the detailed implementation, like devices, communications and services. Like, okay. So generic block diagram of an IoT device you can see on the screen. So this is the generic block diagram for an IoT devices. You can see the screen for a minute. You can see the block diagram has been divided into a blocks. First blocks you can see there is a connectivity, second is the processor, third is the audio video interfaces, memory interfaces, graphics, then storage interfaces, input output interfaces. So IoT device may consist of several interfaces. Okay, it is a interconnecting embedded system bringing together two evolving technologies, wireless connectivity and the sensors. Okay, so these connected and embedded systems are independent. Okay, some are the micro controller based. Okay, so all kind of smart sensor, RFID, analog, like flash memory modules, video sensors, it requires for the IoT block diagram. Okay, you know very well that why memory require, why CPU require, for processing CPU require, for connectivity USB host and RJ45 Ethernet required है ना. Then for storage, multimedia components require, STDIO requires. So these are the all requirements of an IoT, that it block diagram you can see on the screen. Basically, this IoT is a, as I previously just told you, that it is the combination of two different networks. First, physical world, and second is the virtual world. This physical world and virtual world is connected through the internet, that is communication network. Physical world physical world sends and receives the data via communication network, whereas virtual network sends and receive the data via communication network. Getting? So this is the next slide of our today's lecture, that is IoT protocols. Okay, so you can see here the block diagram, or the you can say IoT working has been divided into the four layers here: application layer, transport layer, network layer and link layer. Okay, so in link application layer, you can see here what is application layer. Application layer is an abstraction layer that specifies the shared communication protocol and interface method used by the host communication network. Okay, so in that you can going to see what is HTTP. HTTP is a hypertext transfer protocol. This transmit hypermedia documents. Second is the COAP. You can see here COAP is the common offer acceptance protocol, which are on which all participating will upload their offers. Okay, so this is the COAP. Third, you can see is the WebSocket. WebSocket is the computer communication protocol. Okay, next one is the MQTT. It is the standard for IoT messaging. It is the OSI standard for messaging, the internet protocol standard, and it is designed extremely lightweight publishing or subscribe messaging. Okay, so next one is the XMPP. It is also one of the very main IoT protocol. It is the open standard for messaging and presence. Okay, and the next one is the DDS. The DDS is the data distribution service. Okay, which is the middleware protocol for API standards that provides the data connectivity. And next is the AMQP, Advanced Messaging Queuing Protocol. It is again a open source standard for passing the business messages between the application and organizations. Okay, this is all about the application layer. And second is the transport layer. Do you know what transport layer does? Transport layer is the second layer of the TCP/IP model. If you have learned the computer network, TCP/IP model was there. It is the second layer of TCP/IP model, and it is an end-to-end layered use delivered message to host. Okay, so end-to-end encrypted message will be hosting by this layer. In this layer, you can see TCP transport control protocol, user datagram protocol are helping for the hop to hop messages in between the source host and a destination host. Okay. Next layer is the network layer. Network layer is the portion of online communication that allows for the connection and data transfer of data packets between different devices or different networks. Here you can see in network layer internet protocol version 4, that is IPv4, internet protocol version 6, that is IPv6, and this is WPAN is the wireless personal area network. So this is what all about the network layer IoT is going to be work. The last layer you can see here is the link layer. In link layer you are going to see, first tell me what is link layer. It includes the protocol that define communication between the local and network nodes. Okay, so this is all about the IoT protocols that in different layers they are working for hosting the communication between the physical network and the virtual network. So today we have seen physical design of IoT, logical design, block diagram, IoT protocols, characteristic of IoT. Okay.